Assalamu alaikum. Previously, we have prepared the sales analysis dashboard, which is available in the front of it. Let me zoom in. So this was the sales analysis dashboard. We use different formattings. We have seen the time intelligence measures in front. You will see the revenue last year, or you can see the last year quantity sold. This was the time intelligence measures. I hope you have understood and watched the previous videos. Now, if we move forward and we prepare the slicer panel, this was very helpful for your working. So, all of this sales analysis dashboard working is available on your guide. That guide is being shared to you in the Google Classroom as well. You prepared your sales analysis dashboard. You explain your revenues, you explain your customers, you explain your products, profits, etc. If we move forward, and there is a visual available in a Power BI, which is matrix visual, which is very helpful for understanding your values and your amounts. Let us see how the matrix visual works, and if we develop a very informative matrix, how it can be seen. Here in your guide, let me show you how you can prepare your matrix video. The guide is already explaining how you can prepare it. It says it's the time to prepare matrix videos, which will be explaining your revenues, your costs, your profits, according to channel wise and the quarter wise. You see, it is very informative. The bar charts along your sales or cost, it represents your conditional formatting as well. You have seen multiple options in your matrix widgets. Let us start. We will be preparing a healthy, informative matrix visual in this session. It says step 1. So the data is being divided, or your guide has been divided into different steps for your information. It says step 1. Place a blank matrix from the visualization pane on a canvas as shown. Let me go toward the page 2. It says build visuals from your data. Yes, I have already loaded my data yet. The data pane is being off. If you go toward the view pane, you see the filter pane, manager, data. I click here, the data pane available, format pane also available. Let me close my data pane yet, and it explains to place a matrix. Here I have placed a matrix available. What's the next? Step 2, it says add values and respected fees in the rows and columns. It says you need to place years and quarters from the date table onto the row option. So what are my date table? Here, let me go to the build pane. It says rows. Yes, I want to add my dates. If I click toward the dates, it will be all together all my dates. See, the years has been indicating 18, 19, 20. Remember, previously, I have added a filter. You can see filter on all pages that year 2021 should be filtered. It should not be shown because it's a blank. So now my rows are being showing dates, years, quarter, month, and days. It says if I drill further down, it will be expanding, but it doesn't expand yet. It has shown some buttons. Click here. It says 2918 quarter 1, 2, 3, 4. Quarter 1 result and then days for the quarter 1. So this is not a good option. You see 2018, a lot of data. It's the raw data, a lot of, which is not an accurate way. And here to the 2019 again, if I click towards quarter 2, and April was the starting month, again it opens a lot of days. This is a very bad impact of your data presentation. So you have to tell a story along your data. Here we have gone to the lowest level. If I go towards up, it turns off all the quarters, it turns off all the things, and go back toward the stage 1 of a closing data. Here I have expanding option. If I click here, it expands further into quarters. If I click again, it expands into months as well. And if I click again towards the last button, it expands towards the days as well, which is not a good thing. You can manually expand it, but you have a button for expanding. You have a filters options available. It already saying that the year 2021 is being filtered. If I click towards anything here, you have a focus mode to see and expand your visual. Here are the further options is you can export your data to an Excel via CSV file. You can show it as a table. We are already looking at as a table. It says new calculation if I want to make it spotlight any sort by year, quarter, formatting, etc. Let me go back and close the file. Rows up. It is being drilling up. Now you see goes back. But that's not a good option. It we have to tell a story. So according to guide, it says remove the months because I will need to see the years and the quarters only. Now you see 2018 quarters, again 2018 quarters, 2019, 2020 quarters available. Now I have placed my quarters in the rows. It says further place channels from the sales fact table, whatever the fact table you have, and you need to put that on the rows options as well. I'm clicking towards the rows again. Key में but it's not yet a key में Go back to the sales data and adding channels. Again, it has opened a drill up and drill down option. If I go towards the expanding option, it expands your data. So my 2018 is now being starting from quarter two. I hope quarter one result is not yet being available. So that's not our concern. We are just a financial analyst or business intelligence analyst working for a finance company. It says now you need to place total revenue, cost, gross profits, and key measures to the values. So it's time to complete my columns, my values, key measures. First of all, I need to see my revenue or the cost, whatever I need to see it, cost, my revenue, and my profit. Now you see, you got a different thing. If I go towards my measure data pane first and see here my revenue, see it is already being formatted towards the currency. That's why you can see the pound, British pound or GDP available. Let me go back, turning off my data pane, build pane. Now you see and any informative option available by quarter two result. But there are many subtotals. You can see the subtotals available. Let me drill off up or you can say now you see it is being turned off. No further drilling by the channel wise. This was the step 2 of adding the values. Now for the step 3, it says now you need to build up revenue quarterly, tax measure, which also plays the values option. Here you can explore the further things of a quick measures. So now you're gonna work through the quick measure. You can create revenue quarterly tax measure as well, but to save the time, we're gonna see the quick measures. Let me go here and see here is an option of a new calculation. It says you need to give a new calculation, choose a template, select the FX button to select a template, etc. for running some month or average. Step 2 edit in a formula bar. Yes, we're gonna look it further, but yet I no need to calculate it. Closing that calculation first. back to the report view. Now you see this was the way of calculating. Let me go towards the data pane, and yes, my key measures here you have a short three buttons. You can see the new quick measures option available. It says what calculation do I need to see it? I need to see further calculation. Here they have provided you a list of calculations available. You have some mathematical and the basic calculations available. These are addition, subtraction, multiplication, divisions, percentage differences. Next, there are some filtered values, aggregated, you can say variances, etc. Time intelligence calculation. So I need to see my quarter over quarter change. It says what is the base value. I want to see my quarterly result of a revenue. Adding data, again it opens the data pane, selecting my revenues. It says date. Yes, I want to see my date, quarter date, number of periods. I want to see 2 over quarter. No, quarter over quarter is just a feasible option. Not need to go further. Adding in a simple click, they're gonna create a year revenue quarter over quarter. Let me close my quick pane, my build pane. Now let us understand. Furtherly, they have used an if statement. First, they created the previous quarter result using calculate function, and you have date add function to see the calculate result. You created previous quarterly, then you return and you divide the revenue quarter. You can add a percentages, but it had already been formatted. This is a very wonderful function of a quick measures. You can remove. This is filtered option as well. They are considering that my dates are being filtered, and yes, that's a very good thing because I have filtered my 2021 dates. In my measure working. If I click towards further values and I go back towards my key measure, here I got my revenue quarter over quarter result. See, sometimes it's a positive and it's a negative result. If I further drill down, I got my quarter three, 203%, my 48%. So my quarter three performance of revenue 2018 result was a very good year. But next it further decreases. You can understand that there is no option of a quarter one result as well. Now you understand how your visual being working. Step 4, you place the built revenue quarter over quarter in your table. See, you got a similar result in step 5. It says, now place this measure as well. We already placed it and we got a result. But that's not a very informative table. As we look towards the output table, which we're gonna see further, this is very informative and looking best presentable as well. I go scroll down. Now I got to see this matrix. We're gonna shift it further. It says step 6. Open the format tab and see further options. Let me go towards here, and here I have an option of a formatting. It says column subtotal rows subtotal more options. Now you see formatting tab has been opened. Turn off the column subtotal option. So I need to turn off the column subtotal. Furtherly, it says turn on the blank rows option. Step by step working. Turn on the blank rows. Scroll down the format pane and find the cell option available. Where is the cell options? You see the cell elements available. This is the same thing. It says where I need to apply the setting total cost, but yet I gonna see my settings on revenue. There are some further built-in options available. If I click toward the background color. So the background color will be changing. This color represents the theme which we already understood how we can import a theme in a Power BI. This theme is being already being loaded. I can change the font color as well, increase or decrease. My data bars, icons, up or down, positive, negative signs. It says web URL. I can add a web URL, but that's not a thing. Yet to see it, let me turn off that. Icon should be turned off, and my background color should be turned off. Now you see the bars are being explaining. I got my maximum sales of a wholesale channel in a quarter three. Similarly, moving forward, wholesale is also working perfectly in different quarters. It says explaining the conditional formatting. I can change the color as well. If I go back and the data bars, it says my format style. I want to see the data bars. Yes. I want to apply my data bar on the values, totals. If I click toward the totals as well, it says add a minimum value, add a maximum value, bar direction from left to right or right to left. I need to see from right to left. Positive bar, I can change the color of a bar as well. Yet green, my negative value to the gray, silver, etc. Says add a value. If I go towards minimum 10 and the maximum 10,000 or whatever the values I need to see it. See, now it changed the bars. I changed the bar from right to left. I changed the maximum and the lowest values. Now you see the bars. It is looking very good yet. Whatever the conditional option you need to see. Now it is highlighting your subtotals as well. But I don't need to see my totals or the subtotals. You need to see the values. My lowest value maximum changing the formatting. My positive value, it should be turned this color. Show only bars or the numbers. I want to show the bars only. Let us see the result. Clicking on OK. Now you see my subtotals are being shown, but yet my category values are not being explaining. They are not being shown. It earns certain percentage of my data. Let me go back towards the data bar formatting. I don't need to see the bars only. Now the values have been shown. If I click toward the revenue quarter over quarters and the data bars need to be turned off, the positive and the negative values, changing its direction. Now I need to see my bars only. Bar direction from left to right, right to left. Let us see the further workings, positive and negative result. You can see it, how you format your signs and your working. It says, I selected the data bar condition formatting. Now you see how you can format, turn off channel wise subtotal, and then let us see further my layout styles, background. If I turn off my background, yet it's a blank already. Row headers, they have been given us some options. Banded color or whatever the color I need to see it. Alignment needs to be middle aligned or left aligned, whatever I need to see it. Text wrap, my text should not be wrapped. And these icons, these plus minus icons, I don't need to see it. Let me remove it. If I open the subtotals, it's a row subtotal applied to the per level. I don't need to see my all level subtotals. Means my yearly subtotal, my quarterly subtotal, and my channel wise subtotal. I need to remove it. If I go to a channel, I don't need to see the subtotal channel wise. I needed to turn on for the row wise. I where I need to place my position of a subtotal at the bottom. This was some formatting yet. Now you see how we can format it very easily. Your working is being working perfectly. I have turned off my channel by subtotal. It says you need to turn off your horizontal and vertical grid options. Where is my grid options available? Let me go back and here I have a grid. Says your horizontal and the vertical grids are already being turned off. If I click towards turn on, what does it shows me? Yes, it only shows my gridding. Let me turn off. Those blank rows are not very perfectly looking. My grid is already being turning off. My layer style, it's being default, but the minimal style is being looking very good. Or whatever the style you need to see it. According to my option or my choice, minimal would be very great option. You have a compact layout but change towards the outline. See now it's looking very much perfectly. And my tabular design. You got your tabular design and it's very perfect working. It is being same as you prepare your pivot table in an Excel. Remember the pivot tables are not being prepared in your Power BI. It's a default pivot available. Turn off the row headers, turn off the icons and the text wraps. We have already been turned off. Here you can see the tabular design, the minimal. I have also shown the designs as well. Now you see the results in the front of you. My quarterly results, my revenues, my total cost channels. If I click towards export only, it will be highlighting my export result or whatever the result I need to see. So this was your guide. So this was the matrix visual understanding and how you can prepare your matrix visual in a wonderful way by the stepwise. I hope you have understood how you can prepare your matrix and that helps you in understanding. If I go towards export data or I can spotlight it, you will be focusing on that only. It says sort by year, quarter, channel, revenues. And if I sort by channel, you would be looking a sorting result by channel. Wholesale exports show the minimum and the average sorting by the Power BI already. Sort by descending, I need to sort by ascending order. My exports is the second place. Export data, if I will exporting my data, Yes, I need to place it. Let me see where my data is being placed. Here they have placed my data. If I see towards what an export option works at, yes, they export my visual results, my revenue quarter by quarter, my revenue results, my total cost, my channel distribution, my quarterly result, my years in 2018. And if I go towards the data or whatever, I can add a filter, slices. I need to work it to make it very informative in Excel as well. This was the Power BI visual understanding in your course. How you prepare your matrix visual, your conditional formatting, your formatting of a visual is also very important. I hope you understand this very well. Thanks for watching.